Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, on our social media, or our website. Reach out to me directly, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing an awesome 2016 edition from Tag Heuer, the revival on its 40th birthday of the Tag Heuer Monza. Now this recalls the famed celebration watch of 1976 that paid tribute to Niki Lauda's World Championship with Ferrari, which was Heuer sponsored. This watch, in almost every regard, is a better watch than the original. Let's talk about the basics. It's covered with DLC diamond-like carbon over grade 5 titanium. As a result, the watch is surprisingly light. It's also better than the original, which would have been a piece of brass that would have been black PVD coated. So this one starts off on the right foot. 42 millimeters in diameter. It's neither thick nor thin, and it will fit under a cuff at 13.4 millimeters with a sloped case flank. From lug to lug, the cushion-styled 1970s inspired case is 49.4 millimeters with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The watch is light on the wrist and comfortable, and I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. You can see the head-on shot as well as the down-the-barrel shot, and the timepiece includes an impressive array of 70s inspired features. First, take a look at the strap. On the original, it would have been a synthetic. Here, it is a perforated, and as you can see, rather thickly bolstered piece of calfskin. It's also bonded, which means there are no stitchings, giving it that synthetic 70s look while still maintaining modern hides and material quality. You can see the clasp, like everything else on the watch, is labeled Heuer. There is no tag here, and I think Tag Heuer has realized that all the currency lies in the old Heuer family brand. There is a crimping system, so note there are no perforations in the strap. All of the excess length gets tucked underneath the clasp, and then there are no minder loops externally, so this is a very clean look. It is titanium, it is DLC coated, and as you can see, it uses twin triggers to release so it can't accidentally pop open. The case is fascinating because the shape is true to history, but I like the contrast between the polished and the satin finished DLC elements. The DLC is extremely scratch resistant. I've seen several of these come in pre-owned, and while they tend to have a lot of fingerprints on them, the coating also tends to hold up quite well because the underlying grade 5 titanium is harder than steel, and so there's less of an eggshell effect. If they're touched, if they're tapped, if they're scratched externally, the titanium underneath will not collapse beneath the ultra-hard 1800 Vickers coating. You can also see that there are contrasting pushers and crown, and once again we have the Heuer logo on the crown, Heuer logo on the dial. We have a bit of fauxtina, which is a decision that I feel adds color to the dial. Well, not everyone likes fauxtina. Some think it's contrived. The fact is, it does add another element to a dial that's already cheerful, upbeat, sporty, and yes, colorful. The red, the white, the black, and the ecru off-white of the fauxtina make this a handsome-looking dial. The timepiece features a tachymeter scale and a pulsometer outboard. It can function as either, so it's an interesting single scale with twin functions. Now, as you've probably noted, the chronograph functions of the watch include minutes and seconds, and the chronograph is a modular variety. It's based on ETA 2892 or Sellita SW300 base, 37 joules, automatic winding, bidirectional. There is a 42-hour power reserve. It also beats away at 28.8 and features a hacking or stop seconds function, as well as a quick set. And since it is a modular chrono built on a 2892 base, it also features a vertical clutch mechanism. As a result, it starts very smooth and can be run on a full-time basis with no additional hazard wear and tear. While the original watch would not have been highly water resistant, the 40th anniversary edition is 100 meters water resistant. And while it says limited edition on the case back, it appears that it was limited to one production year, not to a specific number of units delivered. So this is a watch that remains scarce and desirable, but if you're trying to pin down the exact number produced, you can only go by the highest case back known, and we are still gathering information on how many of these might have been built in 2016. If you love this watch, email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the Heuer Monza 40th anniversary by night.